currently.
Good evening, everybody. I don't know how I could follow that, but I'm glad he walked around because I did not want to stand behind that podium. So I'm glad that he came up here because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to or not because I've been yelled at a couple times already. All right, so it is truly an honor to be here, and I don't just say that as a candidate, I mean that truly because not everybody has given me a shot yet. Not a lot of people have heard my name. Why? Because I'm not raising money. I'm not raising a lot of money because I'm trying to get money out of politics. We have the greatest political system in the world, but money is ruining it. It ruins the candidates. It makes the system look bad. I'm here because I truly love people. If you follow my social media, you follow my website, you will realize that I have seen these videos of the other Republicans. I get it's a primary. I've seen them live and I've seen those videos. The two are not the same. Not all Republicans are created equal. I promise you that. I get called a rhino, Republican in name only. It's just a name, isn't it? But these Republicans can be better Republicans. I'd rather be the better American. I have served in the military for 14 years. I was born in Ohio. My dad was in the Air Force and moved all around the country, so I've seen all over the country. I've lived everywhere, so I know what a lot of people are going through. I see everybody. This is the farthest east I've ever lived. I was stationed at the 1st Ranger Battalion in Savannah, Georgia for 4 years, where I deployed twice to Afghanistan. And then in 2015, I transitioned to the Georgia Army National Guard, where I've been for 10 years now, where I deployed to Afghanistan again in 2019, and we just got back from my 4th deployment last year in December. We were in Kuwait, and then our unit went to 7 different countries across the Middle East. So I've spent my life serving the country. I've spent my life serving people because I'm a server and bartender on Tybee Island. I've been a server bartender since I was 16 years old in high school, and I love people, all right? Something I do every single day is talk to real people. I don't talk to the political class. I work at a little dive bar on Tybee Island, so I don't talk to the rich folk out there. I talk to real people who are actually living their life. They are struggling. They are fighting. I don't care who's in the White House. I'm not going to make my campaign pro or anti whoever is up there because when I become governor of Georgia, I don't care if it's a Republican or Democrat in the White House. It's the governor of Georgia's job to keep the federal government the heck out of our state. They don't know Georgia. With all due respect to Donald Trump from New York and Kamala Harris from California, I don't want a California, New York, Georgia. Let's keep Georgia, Georgia. I have been through my own struggles in my life. I get it, I'm only 36 years old, and you're asking me how can I become governor? Well, I have been through a lot more than a lot of people have, whether it's my 14 years in the military, my 4 deployments, or my struggle with alcohol addiction and my mental health struggles. I almost ended my campaign 2 weeks ago because the media won't, no offense, the media won't pay attention to me. A local media outlet in Savannah literally said, when you raise $100,000, we'll write an article about you. I've raised $8,000, I've donated $5,000. The reason I'm in a t-shirt on that picture right there is because I just got done running a 24-hour marathon around Forsyth Park in Savannah where I donated all the money to Renegade Paw Rescue in Savannah. I'm donating money that I raise because I'm literally trying to help people while running for office because people are struggling. I donate half, if not all, the money that I raise. I've literally walked across Georgia twice and donated the money to American Legion in Statesboro for their homeless veterans program. Literally walked. I put a rucksack on my back. I don't have the millions of dollars for a bus to do a bus tour, but I'm kind of fit and I put a rucksack on and I can walk. So I walked from Tybee Island up to Statesboro, Athens, down to the state capital in Atlanta. And then in March, I went from Atlanta all the way down to Waycross, Georgia, and back up to Savannah. The best part about that walk is if you follow my social media, I now have a dog named Lieutenant. 130 miles outside of Atlanta in Hawkinsville, Georgia, a dog showed up. That dog showed up, and I started petting it. That first day that he was with me, he walked 15 miles. 211 miles later, that dog is now my dog in Savannah, Georgia. That dog chose me. You should too. But something I tell people all the time is too many Republicans are just trying to either suck up to Trump or tiptoe around him. Follow my social media, you'll realize I'm not afraid of anybody. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care that this is a Republican primary and you can't win without his endorsement. Because in 2022, I ran for the state Senate, and the candidate that I liked the most in that race was one of the Democrats. We had a 12% voter turnout in that primary in Chatham County. 12%. That's disgusting. I had my first media interview yesterday, and he said, "How are you planning on winning?" And I said, "Because I want to turn that 12% into 30, because I know who they'll be voting for. They'll be voting for not the red or the blue guy, the red, white, and blue guy." What breaks my heart is that I have the American flag tattooed all over my arms. I have a Statue of Liberty Baby Yoda on my chest. I'm as annoyingly patriotic as it gets. I love this country, and I will always serve until I die, get kicked out, or become governor. But something that breaks my heart is I do live in blue Chatham County, and I hear too many of my liberal/Democrat friends say that they hate the country, or they don't like flying the flag, because I'm a Republican, and it seems like my party has tried to steal the flag. That flag does not represent one party or the other. That flag represents every American, every single American. I want to give people a reason to be proud of that flag again, no matter who's in the White House. Both candidates last year talked about, if the other's elected, we're going to lose our democracy. We're going to become a fascist country, or we're never going to have an election again. Those are fear tactics by politicians. Because I promise you, in 2028, we're going to have another most consequential election of our lifetime. People say we've never been more divided. Pretty sure the Civil War, the Vietnam War, we were pretty divided back then, and we got through it. Because that American flag will outlive every single politician that's on this stage and right here, just like it always has. That American flag will still be there because it stands for the best of this country. Something I want to bring to people is I want to try to destigmatize addiction. I want to look at people and tell them I see that struggle. Addiction does not care if you're red or blue. It does not care if you're black, white, green, purple. It doesn't discriminate. So I made a video yesterday, and I got really personal and vulnerable, all right? Like I said, I almost ended my campaign 2 weeks ago because I was really frustrated that I get it, it's a long shot. Like I said, I've raised $8,000. The media won't pay attention to me. I was like, I'm gonna end this, but then I realized not too long ago, 3-4 years ago, when I was I'm a year and a half sober now. 3-4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, I didn't see where my life was going. At the time, it was 3 deployments, military service. I've been a server my whole life. What am I doing with my life? Struggling financially, mental health issues, physical health issues because of the alcohol. And I was sitting there one night at my desk. I had a bottle of vodka and a bottle of pills. When people ask me how I know that God exists, I didn't make a phone call that night because I was drinking and I started taking those pills. I didn't make a phone call. I was by myself. How long it would take for somebody to find me, I have no idea, but somebody stopped me. I'm not running for governor for the people who are doing all fine and dandy. If you got $1 million in your bank account, I'm proud of you. If you've got a really stable job and you know where you're going with your life, that's fantastic. I really am happy for you. If you've never struggled with mental health or addiction, awesome, I'm so happy. I'm running for governor because I want people who feel worthless, who feel like the system is against them and they cannot get out of the grips of it. I'm fighting for people who feel every day like the little bit of light that's in them is swallowed by the darkness. And it's not a political darkness. It's not because of what's going on politically, because politics is just a word. we're going to get through everything. Republicans said Obama was the end of us. The first term of Trump was going to be the end of us. Biden was the end of us. Guess what? We're still here. But those people, no matter who's in the White House, are still feeling that pain every single day. I'm running for governor because I want those people to realize I see you, I care about you, and even if I don't know you personally, I love you because I've been there. And I tell people all the time, I'm a Christian, but my goal in life is to not get to heaven. My goal in life and what I work for every single day is to try to help people not live their own hell while on this earth. Because whether you believe in heaven or hell, it's eternal. And hell on earth feels eternal. And I want those people to know, if I can get out of it, you can too. God bless you guys. I appreciate your time. KenForGeorgia.com. If you want to follow me, all the social media is on there. God bless you. Thank you so much. Have a great night, guys. Thank you.